Hi, hi, I am not John Green, but I'm Ryan Mique. That is Angel Reyes, and this is Crash Course. Oh wait, that's not the right, because this is Course Crash World History, and, you know what we're gonna learn today? We're gonna learn about the Byzantine Empire. By the way, Course Crash does not have any, copyright on it, so, personal favor, if you cannot copy that, that'd be great. Thanks. I'm sorry you had to hear that intro song. It's stupid, but let's dive into the subject. Byzantine Empire, because that's what all you want to hear, right? That's why you're watching, right? That's you don't want to hear about me. But first off, it was variously known as the Byzantine Empire. It was mostly known as the East Roman Empire, and there was a West Roman Empire, and there was like once a time there was like a huge Roman Empire, just whole Roman Empire. But you want to hear that from Angel, so here's Angel.
In 25 CE, the Roman Empire covered about 2.2 million miles, and according to the census, it had about 56.8 million people. During the rule of Diocletian, it became difficult to rule over all the people and having to worry about all the foreigners knocking at their door. In 285 CE, he decided to divide the Roman Empire into the West and East, with another emperor ruling the West while he continued to rule the East. All goes well, but my homeboy Constantine, a successor of Diocletian, emerges into power and decides to reunify the empires. He also moves the capital to the Greek city Byzantium and renames it Constantinople after, of course, himself. He also made Christianity allowed in the empire. Many of the non-Christians became less tolerant than they used to be back in the days of the original reunified Roman Empire.
Constantine died in 337 CE, common era for you uneducated youngs out there. And only 30 years later, in 364, the empire split again. Again, what I said before, the East Roman Empire was variously known as the Byzantine Empire, which came from the old name of Constantinople, Byzantium. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. Yeah, it was. The reason why the West fell because it sucked, like, pretty bad. There's still, like, outsiders trying to get into the West. They didn't have a lot of money. That's always not good. I don't have a lot of money. There was a lot of civil revolts too, occurred at a time, and Byzantine was located on like a peninsula. It was kind of more like an island, which made it easier to defend. Overall, it was just more rich and urbanized than the West.
The most prominent emperor of the Byzantine Empire was the Emperor Justinian. He took power in 527 CE and ruled until his death in 565 CE. He is the most prominent emperor due to his doings during his reign. He reclaimed conquered area of former Western empires, including Rome, but not for long. He also ordered the building of a huge cathedral known as the Hagia Sophia, or the Holy Wisdom in Latin, in 532 CE. Justinian died in 565 CE, which weakened the empire. The imperial army became smaller, which got the reclaimed area taken by the Islamic forces. What a shame. Not that the success of the empire sort of died with Justinian, but I would have definitely hung out with Justinian. He sounds like a pretty chill guy. Just coming from his name. His name is pretty cool. I wouldn't mind naming my child Justinian.
The Crusades were a series of holy wars between the Western Christians and Muslims and other non-Christianity forces that raged from 1095 to 1291. The current emperor at the time, Alexius, became frightened about the Seljuk Turks moving toward Constantinople. So he turned to the west. No, it should be more up that way. For help. This resulted in the official declaration of the Holy War. The Byzantine Empire didn't have a really good relationship with their allies such as France, Germany, and Italy, but the Pope still called on them for help with the war. Now hang on a second. I don't know what the Pope was thinking, but I really need to make a couple points here about the Pope's judgment and decision making. In fact, I wrote a letter to him, an open letter to be exact. I guess it's time for the open letter. Open letter time. First try. Just excuse all the Christmas decorations. An open letter to the Pope concerning his decisions about the Crusades. The Empire's relationship with Western countries aren't so great. France and those other countries didn't really like you guys, but you asked anyways. It was sort of like asking some kids who aren't very friendly with you, which were the Allies, to be on your side to fight some even more mean kids that threaten your way of life, which were the Turks. Not to mention trying to get your twin brother who you don't really get along with, but have the same interests to help you fight your fight, which were the Eastern Orthodox Christians. It didn't really matter though, because in the end, those kids who helped fight with you took what was rightfully yours. Best wishes, Ryan Mique. The bad relationship of the Allies and Byzantine caused the Latin regime to take Constantinople themselves during the Fourth Crusade in 1204. Constantinople was reconquered in 1261, but the economy wasn't exactly the same.
After the reclamation of 1261, what economy was left was very crippled. The period after the reclamation led to the decline and fall of the Byzantine Empire. After another century, in 1369, Emperor John V went to the west where the growing Turks were located for financial help. Now this is like asking those mean kids that you defeated some time ago for money. Usually in this situation, it is where the mean kids beat you up for revenge and take whatever you had. Usually in this situation, it is where the mean kids beat you up for revenge and take whatever you had. No, these mean kids were generous enough to force you under their wing. Emperor John V was forced to become a vassal, which meant he could still be the emperor, but the Sultan/ruler of the Turks had more supreme power. The Byzantine Empire also had to pay tribute and military support to the Turks. This kind of relationship went on for another century until the new Sultan, Murad II, was appointed in 1421 and revoked the privilege of the Byzantine Empire. On May 29, 1453, the Ottoman Turks' army stormed the capital, Constantinople, which marked the fall of the Byzantine Empire.
Although the Byzantine Empire is dead, they contributed to history in a couple of ways. Overall, the empire's culture had influence over modern Greece, Muslim and Slavic culture, and the Orthodox Church. The empire's passing and maintaining Greek culture into the Muslim world would further flourish fields like mathematics. Byzantine's culture would later shape what would later on be Orthodox Christianity, the second largest Christian church in the modern-day world. Painting in Byzantium would later influence Italian Renaissance painters in the later future. Next time in Crash Course World History... Oh wait, course crash. So I'll never get it. Well, actually, I don't know what we're doing next. Mr. Mique, whatever it is, I'm looking forward to anything that you're teaching. You're my favorite teacher. That's very nice of you to say, past me from high school. But... Wait a second. Oh yeah. I am still in high school.